Okay guys, we're gonna go over the air brake inspection. I already have my wheels chalked and I've just entered the vehicle using 3 points of contact. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is a safe start. I'm gonna turn my key to the on position. I see that my ABS light turned on and off, indicating that it's working properly. The first part of our air brake test is gonna be a governor cut in and cut out test. We're gonna do this by fanning down our brakes to 100 PSI and then allowing the air to rebuild itself. We have our window rolled down and we're listening for a burst of air. This is gonna happen between 120 and 140 PSI. Now I'm gonna increase my RPMs to help speed up the process. I heard the burst of air and it is working properly. Now, I'm gonna turn my truck off and I'm gonna turn the key back to the on position so that my gauges still work. Next, we're gonna do an air leakage rate test. To do this, we're gonna release both our tractor and our trailer brakes. We're gonna wait about 10 seconds for the air and the needle to stabilize. I will now put my foot on the service brake and I'm gonna apply about 90 pounds of air for 60 seconds. During this time, I should not lose more than 4 PSI. I'm also gonna ask the examiner to time me. So 60 seconds is gonna go by and the examiner is gonna tell you to continue. I did not lose more than 4 PSI and it is working properly. Next, we're gonna do a low air warning test. I'm gonna do this by continuing to fan down my brakes until I hear a buzzer, see a light, or a wigwag in older model vehicles. This should happen at or above 55 PSI. I see the light and I hear the buzzer, so I know it's working properly. Next, I'm gonna test my spring brakes by continuing to fan down my brakes until both the tractor and the trailer knobs pop out automatically. This should happen between 20 and 45 PSI. Next, I'm going to do another safe start to rebuild my air pressure. Once again, I'm going to increase my RPMs to help speed up the process. Okay, I heard the burst of air indicating that my air tanks are full. Now I'm going to exit the truck and I'm going to remove my wheel chock. Okay, next, I'm going to perform a parking brake test. To do this, I'm going to release my trailer brake. I'm going to allow the air and the needle to stabilize. Then I'm going to put the truck in a low gear and I'm going to perform a tug test. It's working properly. Next, I'm going to perform an emergency brake test. To do this, I'm going to pull out my trailer brake and I'm going to push in my tractor brake. I'm going to allow the air and the needle to stabilize again. And then I'm going to perform another tug test. It's working properly. Next, I'm going to test my service brakes. I'm going to do this by releasing both my tractor and my trailer brake. I'm going to put the truck in low gear. I'm going to pull forward at about 5 miles an hour, and then I'm going to apply my service brakes. My truck did not pull to the left or to the right, indicating that I could have a brake that's out of adjustment, and it is working properly.